Hello and welcome to another Gospel Library tutorial. My name is Jared and today I'm going to show you how to make and manage notebooks in your Gospel Library app. This tutorial is for Android users. Apple users, please see our other video with instructions there. So to get to your notebooks, you got to look past your scriptures, Jesus Christ, those main collections already there, and I'm going to go to Notes. Now notes, there are three tabs up here at the top. All, my most recent highlights. Tags, where I have tagged multiple things, but notebooks is where I want to be. Now, notebooks, if you see next to the search bar, you can actually search for different notebooks if you have lots of them. But to the right, there's those three bars. I'm going to select that. You can sort by count, which will be the notebooks that have the most entries. Sort by name, which will be alphabetical. And you can sort by most recent, which are the ones that you have most recently opened or added things to it, etc. Now, to add a new notebook, I just simply go down to the yellow circle at the bottom right. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to create a notebook called The Power of the Word. Because I'm going to start a new gospel study that is focused on looking at the importance of scriptures, the power of scriptures, because I just want to understand the role of scriptures a little better. So if I go to the power of the word, I don't have any notes in this notebook. There are a couple ways that you can add notes to the notebook. For example, I can just simply go down to this bottom right yellow circle and add. So maybe just today I have some general thoughts on the word, and I'm going to say the word is awesome, because it is. Check. I now have this entry in here. This is what I do when I am in church. This is where I take my notes in church. I'll open up a new circle here, and I will type in church 5, and I'll put the date 18, and then I will write in something cool that so-and-so there we go. So-and-so said this cool thing in their testimony. I'm going to push the check. So I can just add notes into my notebook like I would any journal, just make a new entry. The other thing that you can do while you're out and about studying is you can add notes and highlights directly to your notebook. For example, here is this note in Doctrine and Covenants 1, verse 37. I came across this where it says, search these commandments. And I created a note where I asked myself some reflective questions. And I can add this note to that notebook. So I'm going to go here to that little top right. There's the thing that looks kind of like a journal with one of those fancy elastic bands to keep them closed. I'm going to select that, and I'm going to add it to the power of the word. One of the cool things you can do on an Android device is if you want to, if it applies to multiple different notebooks, you can select multiple notebooks and have the same note go to multiple notebooks. But I just want the power of the word, and I'm going to push the check and the check to save. The other thing that you can do, so let's say whether by my own voice or by the voice of my servants, it is the same. I think that's cool, an important thing to remember, that the words of prophets is basically the word of God. Here's the highlight. I can just put in this dialog box, there's the style note tag. I can push add to, and I can add this directly to the power of the word and push the check. So whether it's a highlight or a note, I can add those directly to it. So if I go back to my notebook, look at that. I have that highlight from Doctrine and Covenants 138. I have the note next to verse 37 and what I highlighted in 37, and I have these other notes. So this is the really great thing about the notebooks, that you can add highlights, you can add notes, you can add your own entries that don't have to be attached to scriptures or general conference quotes, etc. And so I hope that this tutorial has been helpful in showing you the things that are available to you with your notebooks. One more thing. In notebooks, you can rearrange the order of your entries in your notebooks. So for example, let's say DNC 138, I actually want to move that lower. I hold down, I touch and I hold down, And now I can physically move this to the bottom. This is a really great thing if you want to create a notebook to write a talk or to plan a lesson, that you can rearrange the order of scriptures and quotes and questions to suit your needs. So again, you hold down and then you drag until you can move it past the other one. So I hope this was helpful for you in your gospel studies. Good luck as you go out and seek revelation from the Lord and as you write that revelation down in your notebooks.